Grand Rising, wonderful souls, welcome to my channel. It's good to have you here. I was just doing a meditation to, there's a YouTuber that plays different like flutes and things like that, and it's always set to different like frequencies, and this one was 432. I still feel floaty after doing the meditation. It was so nice, and it's to align the throat and the root chakras. And what I saw when I was doing this meditation and listening to this wonderful music, if I can remember the name, Cody something, I can't remember, C-O-D-Y. If you know who that is, put it down below. I saw like the shimmering reflection of the sun on water. So I didn't actually see whether this was like an ocean or a lake or just the ripplingness of, I think I just made a word up, of the sun reflecting down. And then a person, like this masculine parts person, came over and said, don't talk to them like that. And there was no anger or anything. It was just, don't talk to them like that. And I said, who? And he said, them in there. And he tapped on my chest, and he was talking about the past identities of self, because I knew straight away the past identities of self. The messages also that came through were to do with, there's something here about the way that you receive messages needs to be aligned. There's something about how you process information as well. And it's not saying that you have to change the way that you think. I don't mean that. What I mean is that as I was doing this meditation, I felt like someone was pulling me from the back of my head and pulling me back like this. And then I saw in my throat chakra, there was like a bubble, and I just went, and it come out and it popped. And as it popped, that weight on the back of my head disappeared, and then I could move my head forward again. And I could feel also that there was pressure in the ears, there was pressure around the eyes, the nose, the throat, and then it just dissipated. And I was told it was to do with the way of, it was to do with the way that the collective assimilates information. There's certain information and energy that is being consumed. It's being consumed. And I don't know why I keep doing this. It's like it's being pushed in towards you. I also saw the image of a blue dragon. I saw a blue dragon that looked a little bit like a fox as well. And he was like sneaking in someone's bedroom, like through their window. And I remember looking and being like, well, what are you doing here? And then he pointed down. And as he pointed down, there was someone sleeping there. And he swooped down and kind of like nestled himself on someone's stomach on top of them. So I Googled what that meant, and we have the blue dragon, which is the blue glaucus, which is like a really poisonous, like aquatic thing. I don't even know what it is, but it's poisonous. You can't touch it. But the spiritual meaning of it is overcoming challenges. We have achieving greatness, harnessing inner strength, luck, prosperity, and good fortune. And the blue fox is adaptability, cunning, and the ability to blend in. I feel like there is going to be a very specific message or seed that is planted in you while you are asleep, and it is coming through by either a new energy that has not worked with you yet, because it was all blue. This is all to do with the throat and to do with the root, but I felt most of it to do here. It was all here. It's information that's coming through. It may be a new way of you perceiving certain things, or the way that you process certain things. It's important. I heard it's great importance, and especially as this is talking about achieving greatness and overcoming challenges, you have helpers in, you know, hidden realms that maybe you haven't worked with before, and they're definitely coming forward now. So I'm going to be ringing this bell. This is just to cleanse the space around us. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, please turn down your listening device in 3, 2, and 1. Now, I'm going to be making sure that this is on. I'm making sure that's on because I've already had a disaster of talking for however long and it wasn't even plugged in. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm checking. But I am not going to be speaking too loudly because my next door neighbour has got a dog that barks very, very loudly and is very sensitive to sounds. So I'm going to try and keep it hushed. And I feel like there's a message in that itself, that whatever information comes through is for your ears only, or for your eyes only. It's for you to consume or to assimilate, to process. This is very mercurial energy coming through. It's not for other people. It's not for other people to hear or see. Like somebody really wants to know the tea and you're being told not to spill it. Okay. Queen of Crystals, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And you've got the King of Crystals. How interesting. So there's something coming forward that's very fortuitous for you. It's some sort of investment. And I don't know if that means you actually will be investing in, like financially investing in something, or if whatever it is that comes forward, it will be an investment. Because whatever you put into it, you are going to get out a greater amount. However, with the King of Crystals in reverse, it does seem like there needs to be a sacrifice somewhere. And as I said, that was 555. In business, in finance, maybe it's a good idea to start saving. Because I heard in the long run what? It will be in your favour. In the long run, it will be in your favour. And you have to remember that with the blue fox coming through, or the blue fox dragon, whatever that was. The energy of blue fox is adaptability, cunning, and the ability to blend in. So there is some sort of newsworthy something coming towards you. You may wake up in the middle of the night just like, oh my gosh, why did I not think of this? Or you may get a phone call in the middle of the night and you're being told by the universe, take it. And the information that comes through is going to help you create and achieve greatness. It's going to help you overcome some sort of challenge, but you have to be sneaky about it. There's a need to sneak. There's a need to be cunning. There's a need to kind of adapt to whatever it is that comes towards you. Roll with the punches, so to speak. Okay. 5 of Daggers. And you're going to be doing it in a way that you avoid conflict, or you avoid, I heard feeling guilty. Avoid feeling guilty, avoid conflict, avoid pain as well. Because again, this 5 of Daggers, he has 3 of them with him and 2 have been left behind. 2 is confusion, 3 is grief. In reverse, everyone is on the right page. So you may not be doing something by yourself. But everybody here wins. I'm hearing everybody here wins. The right people win. Interessant. Let's put you down. Tell me more about this. Let's see. Tell me about the 5 of Daggers. Please and thank you. Okay. We have here the Divine. So this is a number 2. So that is the High Priestess or the High Priest. There is something coming. And I heard it's for your ears only. It's for your ears only. And it's coming from the Divine. Let me pop this down as well. Now, I may pause this video at some point, and if I'm doing so, it's because, like I said, the neighbour's dog can sometimes get a little bit howly or a little bit yappy. And if I talk to her through the wall, she seems to kind of soothe, and that will quieten her down. So I'll be doing that, okay? Tell me more about this responsibility, because this is about responsibility. The High Priestess or High Priest is about responsibility. It's about taking on a larger role of some sort. It may be a role that you're not used to, and that's what I was getting. There is a role that you are going to be playing that you are not used to. It's something that maybe you hadn't have thought about doing, but it is a divinely perfect match fit. It will fit you like a glove. So the messages, the communication, the information that you receive and assimilate through your throat, your ears and your eyes. What do we need to know about that? 6 of Crystals. Pay attention to what it is that you are allowing in and what you're allowing out, because my understanding and my experience is that when it comes to our chakras, when it comes to the way that we receive or give, receiving is through the back and giving is through the front, which means there's something going on here with the way that you receive downloads. Someone needs to go to the chiropractor. Someone here needs to go to the chiropractor and have like their neck cracked or something. Something's going on there. Yeah, you're about to be given something now. Now you've got the Six of Cups in reverse. The Six of Cups in reverse is talking about present time. You have the Six of Crystals or the Six of Pentacles, which is generosity, something being given. What about the shimmering reflection of the sun and water? Why are we being showing this? Strength in reverse. It's almost like being blinded by something. Don't talk to them like that, your past identities. Okay, pay attention to your dreams and what you see in your dreams, and how you feel when you first wake up in the morning or when you're just going to sleep. I think that there is a lot of shadow work happening, or you're being encouraged to do a lot of shadow work and healing work when it comes to previous identities. Who you were when you were 15, who you were when you were 27, who you were when you were 5, when you were 40, depending on your age. Because I heard make space for them. Make space for them rather than just closing the door and pretending they're not there. 1111. Make space for them. Give me one sec. Okay. We have Judgment and we have the Six of Crystals. I feel like something's in alignment now. There is a need to work on throat chakra. There is a need to work. I don't feel like there's a need to work on the root that much, if I'm honest. It seems like bringing love into what you say is really important right now, especially for how you view your past selves, how you talk about your past selves, who you talk to about your past selves as well. And then this information that comes in, this offer, this opportunity. Why do you need to be so cunning? Put these back. Why do you need to be so cunning? Why are we being told to be cunning? The Learned, because this is a very big opportunity. The Learned is the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant looks at larger institutions. It looks at either courts. It could be a ruling, something very significant when it comes to a legal process as well. So this could be a contract. This could be a massive conglomerate, a big company. You've got the Page of Cups coming out here as well. This may be a new company. It may be a very new business, a new company, a new idea. Yeah, you have the King of Wands in reverse. So this could be somebody starting up a business and they need your expertise. They need your help in certain things, and you have like a permanent role with them. You have a permanent role with them. You become like work family, something along those lines, and it's put into the contract that you get this, and you get A, B, and C. The reason that you need to be cunning, though, let's find out. Let me put these down. Should I put this down? No. Okay, why do we have to be cunning, though? King of Daggers is in reverse. There's a need to be cunning because I feel like there may be people around you that do not. Yeah, you've got the King and you've got the Queen of Daggers. You may need to be cunning because the people around you that hear about this news, if the news is leaked, they don't want the best for you. They don't want the highest and greatest good for you. The King and Queen both coming out. So we have partners. We have two partners here. We have two people that might be like fighting for the same role or fighting for the same responsibility. They want this achievement of greatness. Overcoming challenges. I don't know if these are the people that are going to be placing the challenges in there for you. And as I said, that was 1414. Or if this opportunity actually removes those challenges altogether. So let's dig a little bit deeper, shall we? Okay, so the King of Swords in reverse is either, I was going to say a legal activity, but I don't feel like that's what we're working with here. I think that this is more to do with like low morals, or someone who they just can't be trusted. You have a Queen of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who's not very tapped into their own intuition. Somebody who is, they're a bit of a backstabber, a bit of a manipulator. may say one thing while doing the other, right? Tell me about this couple. Tell me about the ability to blend in as well. So the couple here, coming out with the 9 of crystals to the 10 of wands. Okay. And the 7 of wands in reverse. So you seem to have a bit of competition when it comes to whatever this opportunity is, whatever it is that you are given in the way of downloads, ideas, or a phone call saying, hey, would you like the offer of A, B, and C because it's going to be life-changing? This is all for you. You are supposed to keep this stum in some way, keep it quiet, because you do have two people that are working together to, it's not even about they're going to take it from you. They want that opportunity. They want that opportunity. This is a very sought after opportunity. Whatever this is, it's yours, but you have to work to get it, if that makes sense. When you are given that phone call, or you get that idea, whatever it is, you're being told to kind of work in silence, and that ability to blend in is not allow people who you know are going to become the competition, are going to want to make you struggle, to not allow them to know. All right, you have the 9 of crystals here in reverse. So this is 9 of pentacles. This is about a lack of independence. This is codependency, leaning on others. And then you have the 10 of wands. So they may be doing what they're doing because they're both very codependent. They may be codependent on each other, or codependent on what? They're codependent on something here, because that 10 of wands in reverse means that they're carrying a burden, or they're carrying some sort of stress here that they may want to lump onto you. It does give that energy of like having co-workers who aren't trustworthy, so you can't tell them your ideas, but they want to be the ones to come over and dump extra work onto your table, and so they can go home early. That's the energy that I'm getting here. So let's put this down. But they aren't going to voice this. They're not going to voice to you this is how they feel, because you have got the 7 of wands in reverse. Okay, if it was upwards, this would state someone being openly competitive. In reverse, this is almost like an inner struggle. So they're going to be very quiet about this, while also still wanting what is yours. Still wanting what is yours, unfortunately. Now, I want to go over here and have a look. Invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. Straight away. Okay, so you do have someone here that really wants what you're getting. You may have already cut these people's energies off, or you're going to know to cut these people's energies off when you meet them, simply because they're going to be like this screaming red elephant in the room. You're going to feel their energy is off. Okay, it says rediscover your alliances, make new connections. You already have, or this will happen straight away, because you will feel the denseness of being around them. These people may have like energy vampire kind of energy. They may be incubuses, succubuses. Take it as it resonates. Okay, thank you. Intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence has come out here. And this is going over, and it's going to be covering the first two cards we have, which are the 5 of swords in reverse, and then the High Priestess. So it seems like someone here is overcoming some sort of either addiction, addictive traits, or personality traits. It may be overeating. It could be an addiction to sugar, to gossip. And look, no shade whatsoever. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And sometimes the things that we put into our, as it says here, the messages, communication and information that we receive and assimilate through our throat, our eyes, our ears, sometimes they're not of the highest vibration, right? There does seem to be a level up here in how we purge that and remove that. There's a need for someone here to work with the frequency of 432 to help balance out their throat chakra, to listen to it quite a lot. It could be while you're sleeping, while you're doing things around the house. It could be that you're driving. No, I wouldn't do it while you're driving, to be quite honest, just to be on the safe side. But just things that are safe. When you're doing activities that are safe for you to listen to it, it may be a good idea. Because the fact that we have both the King and Queen of Swords both coming out in reverse, I do think that if this is not a present reading, if we're not talking about present time and this is something that happened in the past or is coming to be, you do have two people that sit in quite low vibrational, volatile, dense energy when it comes to speech, when it comes to the thought, the mind, when it comes to how they co-create those experiences around them. Okay, now I don't know if this is going to be I don't feel like this is going to be a boss. I do feel like there is a lot of competition though coming from them. We're here is coming out. So these people are presently coming towards you or coming towards whatever this opportunity is that's coming for you. Okay, put it back. Tell me about the Hierophant, please. Okay, the past returns for a time. So this is definitely something that happened in the past that's trying to come forward again. This may be an opportunity that was made for you, that was created for you, but at the time you weren't ready for it, or your boundaries weren't strong enough against, I don't know, those who are low vibing or narcissistic, so on and so forth. And now we have gone through that healing process where we have upped our boundaries, we have upped our self-worth, we have upped, pouring love into ourselves and moving away from things that aren't for our highest and greatest good. And so this opportunity is coming back again. Okay. Now, the thing is, though, is that the King of Swords is also being represented by that card, the past returns for a time. So I do feel like whoever this King of Swords is somebody who in the past you may have connected to. You've got complete commitment and ghost people. So this is somebody from your past that may have not wanted to give you commitment. This may be somebody that fired you with very short notice, with no notice whatsoever. I wouldn't say notice. This person could have a very distinct accent. Can I get a card for the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles? Thank you. It says my life is sweet. So you have a Queen of Swords in reverse. There's some sort of manipulation or lie here about their life being absolutely fine, hunky-dory, because the Nine of Pentacles in reverse talks about the lack of independence, the lack of freedom, having to, rely on other people for support, or maybe feeling controlled or kind of pushed down. And you also have this, though. They don't go together, right? So this person may, I don't know, why am I getting bee venom? Can I get the Ten of Wands as well, please? Just one for the Ten of Wands, please, and thank you so much. We're here is coming back again. And the number at the top is a 5, so change. Someone's coming in to stir something up. I feel like it is both the King and Queen of Swords, but it seems more to be with the Queen of Swords. There's some sort of burden here. None the wiser, I heard. Play none the wiser. Pretend you have no idea, even if you do. Play them at their own game. This is not about, playing a petty game, and if they're petty, you're petty back. But if you have people that are trying to take an opportunity from you or trying to trip you up, if you can see what their game plan is, allow them to just kind of do what every single really dumb villain does. When you look at old 2000 films, or you look at like James Bond films, the bad guy will like wrap up James Bond, or he'll have like the laser ready at his legs, and then he'll be like, but why are you doing this? And the villains are always like, well, now that I have you tied up, I'll tell you my entire plan. And they tell him absolutely everything, and he's not really tied up that well. So he gets out, he knows what's going to happen next, he saves the day, right? You're being asked to kind of play dumb. Play along in that way. So when they're kind of going, we got you, like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what you're talking about. What's happening here? And then they're going to tell you, they'll be like, well, it's A, B, and C, D, E, F, whatever. And you're like, okay, thanks. Thank you for telling me. Thank you very much. South Node. They're literally going to push themselves even further into their South Node. They're not going to be able to take what is yours. Okay, tell me about this blue glaucus. Tell me about the blue glaucus, please. Please and thank you. Thank you so much. Saturn, the maturity that brings caution regarding and limits imposed. So there seems to be, when it comes to this blue dragon, this blue glaucus, it's talking about overcoming challenges as a way of your own Saturn return, or a way of learning certain lessons from the universe. And this is almost like how you elevate as a high priest or high priestess. Is there's a need for you to really be tapping into your past identities while this is happening, because I feel like whoever this is from your past, there seems to be the masculine energy returning from your past. There is a past identity of self that connects in to who this masculine is now. If this is like an ex, or this is somebody that you worked with, or whatever that is, I don't know if there is a wounding that you're being asked to look at, or if it's just looking at patterns, recognizing patterns, knowing what information to actually see as truth and what information to see as a lie. I want to get a little bit more on here, but I do think that, why do I hear that shame has no place here, or shame has no home here? And I'm looking at the message that came through from someone's guide here that says don't talk to them like that. So maybe in the past, when you knew this King of Swords, your self-talk wasn't the greatest. Maybe the way that this person spoke to you wasn't the greatest. Maybe the people around you did not have the best self-love image, or they didn't have the best self-esteem image, or maybe this masculine energy that's coming through just wasn't a very nice person. But either ways, there is a real need to be looking at this before they come in. Before they come in. Tell me more about the blue glaucus, please. Overcoming challenges. Thank you. Then you've got Pluto. Resurrect, get to the heart of, do or die you must. There's a need to get to the bottom of something here, or to figure something out. I do think that you have a masculine energy from your past that wishes to speak to you on something, or wishes it, but I feel like the information that they wish to give you is almost a way to make you stumble. It's a way for you to kind of go from being very focused on what it is that you're working on, or, you know, the information that you're given from the divine, or that phone call for that opportunity, and then getting you to kind of stumble and forget about that, so that old wounds or old feelings or old things are kind of pulled back up again. So with resurrect, get to the heart of, or do or die you must. I'm putting this down next to the first card that I put down, which was the Five of Swords in reverse, with intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence in reverse. There's a need here to be cautious with yourself, with what it is that you take to heart, what you believe, and what you actually say. Do you know what? I'm going to use my intuition on this. I'm going to give this up to God, or to my guides, or to my angels, or to divine source. Give me a sign here. There's a real need to kind of, it's just, don't believe everything that you hear on face value, just because you might know this person or may have some sort of connection in past. This person doesn't have to have a very close connection to you. This could be someone that you went to university with and they used to sit on the other side of the classroom. This could be somebody that, you know, always went to your cousin's house parties and you'd see them around. Take that as it resonates, okay? Masquerade is coming out, and I feel like there's a kind of need to play a bit of a masquerade, and I think that's what's coming through here, is to play a bit of a masquerade, like wear a bit of a mask when it comes to this person. Do not take everything by face value, and do not show all of your cards to them simply because they're being nice to you, or because they were nice to you in the past when other people weren't. Do you see what I'm saying? Thank you. We've got betrayal coming out here. Okay, now betrayal is actually clarifying the Hierophant card with the past returns for a time. And this is what I mean. I don't trust this masculine energy. Not with any real information that's important about your development. That's your emotional, spiritual, physical, financial, whatever, creative. So really, with anything other than like a bit of small talk. Oh, it's a rainy day today. Yeah, it is. Oh, might wear my jacket. Nothing more than that. Sage of higher knowledge is coming through. This person is going to come forward with I heard some sort of bullish about being very spiritual or being very in touch with the divine. But your spidey senses are they're going to explode in your head. Wow, almost like this. I think this is the reason why it's important that you are doing alignments or cleansings for your throat chakra, for your higher chakras. But it's more to do with here, this information here. Yogi, they're going to have like a specific name as well. Yogi something or guru something. And you also have here self-confidence to create, taking a chance on, resulting from the impressiveness of. And I'm putting this one down next to the Queen of Swords. This is giving me weird ass vibes, man. It's weird vibes like, especially with it, my life is sweet. They may have this Queen of Swords has some sort of business of their own. It's like bee venom therapy or making face masks out of royal jelly. There's something about bees. Bees are important. This person is an entrepreneur. Community's coming out. They have a community around them. That is, the thing is though, they sell it as being very inclusive, but the Nine of Pentacles being in reverse is stating that it's not independent or it needs to be funded, almost like a pyramid scheme. Why is this like a pyramid scheme? You've got the 5th house coming out, Leo and the 5th house. With the trust of a child, fun, romance and making art, doing it dramatically. Now that's the burden here. This is the burden that someone is fighting. And I feel like it is the Queen of Swords here that's fighting this. Something going on with their kid or their children. 1 second. Okay, so the card underneath is the sacral chakra. This is Archangel Ariel, excuse me. So the sacral chakra is looking at family. It's looking at creativity. There seems to be something happening with this Queen of Swords when it comes to their family, and I feel like they're trying to bring something with them. Now tell me about this offer. I want to know more about this offer, please. Tell me about the offer, this information. Thank you. You got grief and alchemy coming out, but alchemy's in reverse. Grief and alchemy are in reverse, which is super interesting as a job offer. Can I get clarity on why those two came out? You've got soul forgiveness in reverse as well. I feel like one or both of these people may try to confront you. They may try to confront you, okay, about this job offer, about you gaining this job offer over them. Communication is key. There's going to be some sort of want or intent for an argument, for you to be irate. And I think this is why you're being asked to kind of mask, even if you do feel some type of way, even if you're looking at them sideways, whatever that may be, you're being asked to wear that mask and be as cool as a cucumber, to not allow their energy to permeate into yours or penetrate into yours. Because with soul forgiveness upside down, someone here is holding a grudge, and it's to do with your success. It's also to do with your power. And look, you've got the secrets of purification to resurrect, resulting from the power of, and you've got live out loud as well. Someone here has kind of got you, you're like the thorn in their side because you've been offered something here. I don't feel so much like this is going to be a work colleague. I think at the start, it was almost like being a prospective work colleague. They may come in, they may have tried to come in before with a fake offer, or they wanted to collaborate with you. You may have ignored this. Your guides may have blocked them from being able to communicate with you. And this is after the fact. I feel like this is after the fact, after you are given the job or the promotion or the offer or, you know, creative lead, whatever it may be. This is after you are given this, that this energy is going to kind of push itself forward. Yeah, because you've got here grief, alchemy in reverse, and then you've also, I'm going to make sure, yeah, and then you've also got soul forgiveness. So anything else we need to know about this? We have remembrance coming out here. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. And I think this is something that you're being asked to remember. Look, it's blue again. That number condenses down to an 11, which is whenever I see 11s or 1111, 111, it's almost like my guides and angels' ways of reminding me to be more thoughtful of what it is that I'm thinking, what it is that I'm saying, what kind of energy am I sitting in? Is it beneficial for me, or is it making my energy stagnant? This is the same for you, is knowing, just remembering when people are doing things like this, it's not even about you. I know it's happening towards you and it's happening to you, but it's not about you. It's about them projecting how they feel onto you and them being lost as spiritual beings and forgetting that they have purpose. But it's not your job to realign them or line them back onto their path unless you wish to. Just don't get involved in it. It's the same energy of when you're learning to meditate and you close your eyes and all of a sudden your brain lights up like a Christmas tree and every single thought that you've ever had in your life is just there. And it's like, well, how am I supposed to meditate with all of this going on? Instead of trying to quieten the noise, just concentrate on your breathing. And every time there is a memory or a thought that comes in that's like, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me, invest, you go back to your breathing. You go back to finding that oneness until it passes, like watching a movie on a TV screen, right? It's the same with this. This is what you're being asked to do, is to stay very zen, but the way that you stay zen is by practicing. It's just practicing, and it's being very gentle with yourself when you can't be zen, especially if we are linking this to one of your past identities or to many of your past identities, and knowing that just because you feel a certain way doesn't make it completely whole, if that makes sense, or true, because we aren't our thoughts, we aren't our feelings, we are consciousness. And I think this is what this card was trying to say. And being gentle with yourself when you feel like you're being triggered. I do feel like whoever this person is trying to trigger you, or will try and trigger you. Without a doubt, they are going to try and trigger you. You've got shame coming out. They may try to shame you over a past identity. You have communication in reverse here. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our hearts. The center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. What is going on with my mouth today? My mouth words. Is there anything else that we need to know? Tell me about Pluto. Oh, there is. Okay. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, and it's upside down. This is about our connection between our crown and our root. Okay. There seems to be a need to get to the heart, do or die. There's some sort of blockage here that you're being asked to look at. I don't even feel like it's a blockage. I think it's the past identities. You're being asked to look into them because this shimmering reflection of sun on water, maybe you're being blinded to something here. Harnessing inner strength, because luck, prosperity and good fortune is on its way to you. And as I say that, look what comes out, 2nd house. Patiently, what you want, get what you need. It's coming. It's literally coming. You've got atonement in reverse. So I feel also like this is just a reiteration of whoever this is from your past that wishes to come forward and just stir the pot and try and get you to fail or trip up or try to publicly shame you, is what I'm hearing, is to act as if you are Mother Teresa, even if inside you were like, I wish a bee would, you know? Because we had atonement, and I've just flicked it on the floor. Atonement was upside down. You don't have to actually forgive that person, but you're being asked, it's almost like act like you have. It's something about like act like you have, or just don't say anything. Don't say anything. Allow them to dig their own grave. They can make their own bed. Okay. Can I get one for betrayal, please? Betrayal. What's happening with betrayal? Oh, that's a lot of cards. Daughter, personal healing and happiness. Manifestation in reverse. Magician in the mirror. And then you have pleasure coming out as well. It seems like whoever this masculine is may have tried in the past to block your daughter, personal healing and happiness. So this is somebody that you know to a certain degree. You have manifestation coming out here. They may want to come and pick your brains for some sort of ideas, you know. I feel like this masculine or this feminine energy are going to ask you questions about, oh my gosh, how did you get this job offer? Or what is your ideas for this project? Don't tell them anything. Literally, oh, I don't know yet. I'm not sure. I don't know. Because you have magician in the mirror and you have pleasure. There's this energy of like, for this one, it's coming up as the Queen of Swords in reverse. This person kind of like glamours themselves in some way to look a certain way, to look happy, to look like they have everything already. It's part of a scam. It's part of a hustle. You have pleasure coming out as well. They love that other people kind of like hang on all of their words, and they're going to be really put out when you're not. When you're just not, when you see through the BS straight away. Secrets revealed has come out as well. So someone, it's not someone here, it's the Queen of Swords is trying desperately to hide something when it comes to their children, when it comes to fun, romance and making art. This person may be the one that has been stealing your artwork or the way that you express yourself, because I do feel like whatever this opportunity is for you, whatever this phone call is or download that you get, this massive opportunity that is on its way for you, that's on the horizon, this person wants it, but they won't be able to grasp something if authentically the stuff that they have been producing isn't theirs in the first place. So any kind of attention that they've been getting, if they were in the running for this opportunity, when it comes down to the final hurdle, they're not going to be able to provide anything. Because if they're asked, right, can you create this, this and this, or can you create this song, or can you make this fashion, or that, blah, 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 they can't do it. And they're going to be asking you, they're going to be trying and pick your brain. So what's your ideas on so-and-so? Have you thought about so-and-so? What kind of thing would you do? Serious. Watch. They've got all these people around them that are just like, oh my God, you're so amazing. Oh, I wish I was like you. Not realising that this, you know, this whole community has no idea that they've just been stealing other people's creations. They've just been stealing other people's creations. And as I said, that was 43:43 on the clock. And you've got Scorpio coming out, communication. And you've also got the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Now, Scorpio says, purification to resurrect, the secrets of, resulting from the power of. So they don't want any of their secrets coming out. They don't want their secrets coming out, but they want yours. They desperately need yours. They're not going to get them. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Okay. Communication. There will be some sort of communication, maybe through courts or through something legal, wanting to make amends. And this may be coming from the King of Swords. So this couple here may not present themselves as a couple to you. They may present themselves as two different people 44 on the clock when I said that. They may be actually presenting themselves as two different people that don't know each other. Okay, but it's a scam. They do know each other. Yeah, they're working together. You have the 10th house here, and it says your destiny, where you're going, and your career. Why are they pretending not to know each other then? Why are they pretending not to know each other? Realization. They don't want people knowing. They don't want anyone knowing. They don't want anyone knowing, because if you knew, then you'd realize what happened in the past and why they're doing what they're doing now. So there's something that they worked on together in the past. And if you see them together, then you'll put 2 and 2 together and get 4. What did they do in the past together? What did they do in the past together, please? Worthiness and feeling safe. So worthiness came out first. And then you have feeling safe in reverse. This is to do with a community. This is something they did in the past with an entire community, where there's all like smoke and mirrors when it comes to this Queen of Swords. Some sort of failed business or some sort of cult or cycle, circle, coven thing that they were part of. But it was very much packaged as being, you know, my best life, bestie, best life, best life. And you have many feminine energies who kind of like followed them or followed them. And there was some sort of scandal, including children, romance, fun, and making art, stealing other people's content, stealing something here, stealing innocence, I heard. Because that feeling safe being in reverse, they take people in that may be at a crossroads and at their life and then milk them for all their worth. And something in the past here, you are going to know when you see these two people, when you see both of them, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I know exactly who they are. One of them you've had dealings with in some way, maybe from childhood. This is my childhood kind of like solar plexus card, maybe from childhood. Mercury, the awareness of many thoughts about or from and many words. And then your ideas with the 3rd house, which is Gemini. Short-term thinking and trips, who or what is around you. So in the past, they were talking about your success or your future success. I feel like someone here is like an inspirational speaker or like a spiritual coach or personal, like emotional coach or something along those lines. You have patiently what you want, get what you need coming out again. And you've also got creativity. And then we have Mars, energize, confront, force yourself to. So there is some sort of argument on the way, because there's some manipulation. You may have turned down some manipulation in the past because you saw it for what it was. You may have talked about this. You may have conversed on this with other people. And as time has gone on, you have built better boundaries. You have kind of stood up for yourself, because I feel like they took your kindness for a weakness in some way. And they may have not. They were kind of like on the down low. Like they didn't tell people that they knew each other. But one of them you had dealings with. The other one may have been someone that they were like, oh, you should speak to this person over here. They're part of a community. They're still in that same community. And now they're coming forward like they don't know each other again. Your dreams, your idolization of, be part of something overwhelming and going to try and rope you in. They're going to try and rope you in. And that's why you're being shown the blue fox, adaptability, cunning, the ability to blend in. The blue dragon or the blue glaucus, overcoming challenges, achieving greatness, harnessing inner strength, luck, prosperity, and good fortune. This is all coming to you. They honestly think they're going to take that from you. That ain't happening. Let me put these down. Just see where everything wants to go. Can I get 3 more cards before I go, please? Tell me about this worthiness card with Atet. Yeah. This is career, your destiny, where you're going, and your career. So this person was trying to steer your career in the wrong direction. Hostilities is in reverse. You've got a group here that may have had to back down or back away. Anxiety. This feminine energy is very worried about either what you know about them, as well as the ideas that you have that are going to propel you forward and show them that they are a charlatan, that they are a fraud. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated, I would love you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and on the notification bell so you can see more of my content and when I post. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses. See you later. Bye.